You have to let go of some things and some people in your life so that you can protect your holiness and you can go on to grow to the potential that God has destined for you. Have you listened to me? Yes, this is true. This is what we see in the life of Joseph. We are looking at Joseph's life in the 39th chapter of the book of Genesis, and there Joseph is seen to be in the middle of a crossroads. He has to make a decision. Now, his mistress, Potiphar's wife, is tempting him to lie down with her. Now she has conveniently set up a situation where Joseph can sin, and that sin may not be known to the other people as well. But Joseph, repeatedly, he fought against this plan of this woman. He repeatedly denied. He did not listen to her request, and he even did not feel wise to spend time with this lady. So whenever he would come across her, he would just quickly slip away from her. If she tried to talk to him, he would not listen. He never obliged to stay with her, talk to her, listen to her. Instead, he always made a decision to slip away from her, not to spend time with her, not to listen to her, and as many times as possible to stay away from her. But there came a day when situations were not at all convenient, or situations were very hostile for Joseph. There were no people in the house, but he had some work in Potiphar's house. Now you should all remember that he was the overseer of all the house of Potiphar. So on his work, when he entered the house, there was no one, and so this lady actually crossed the limits, and Joseph had to make a choice. Now, Joseph very well knows what kind of tough situations he faced in his years and what it took him to come to this position in Potiphar's house. Now, Joseph had bad experience with his own brothers. They hated him, they envied him, they were so jealous of him, so they wanted to kill him. Instead, they threw him in the waterless pit. Later, they took him out and sold to Ishmaelites. He knows what is difficulty. He knows what is discouragement. He knows what is problem. You see, he has gone through these problems in his life. Now, to reach to this position in Potiphar's house, it was not very easy. It was only by the grace of God that Joseph had this kind of a very comfortable life right now. So if he makes a choice not to listen to his mistress, that might backfire upon him. Not only he would lose his job, but even his life would be threatened, and also he might be thrown into prison. So these were very expensive choices, very expensive choice not to listen to his mistress. On the other hand, if he would oblige to what his mistress was asking for, probably his mistress would have arranged situations, or probably his mistress would have spoken to Joseph and told him, let this be a secret and let no one know about it. I will not tell to anyone, you don't tell anyone, and let it be a secret. So all these choices were floating around in Joseph's mind. But what did Joseph choose? Joseph chose holiness over his job. Joseph chose obedience to God compared to obedience to the mistress. Joseph chose, a life of integrity than compared to a life of compromise. What are you choosing in your life? Are you choosing a life of holiness over job? Are you choosing a life of integrity over compromise? Are you choosing a life of obedience to God, or are you choosing a life to obey other people? What are your choices today? Some choices have to be made so that you can grow up in life and protect your holiness also. Joseph made that choice. Joseph made a choice to run away from that house, to run away from that situation, to run away from that place, to run away from the time, so that he can protect himself and stand straight in the presence of God. Today, dear people of God, I don't know your situation. Probably for some of you, you may have to think about a change of job. Probably you may have to think about change of your rented house. Probably you may have to think about a change of your working place. Probably you have to think about change of some relationships, like unhealthy friendships. You may have to choose hard choices. Now, I'm not saying that you should be in a hurry, in rushing down and choose to go away from, from something that really matters. But you have to really, think about it, pray about it, ask God about it. And when God says, yes, this person and this situation, this job, this place, this time, you have to run away. You have to keep yourself holy. You have to keep away from these people. If God says it, you have to obey it. There is no other way. Otherwise, Joseph may have still stayed at Potiphar's house, lived a compromised life, lived in an illegal relationship, but he would have fallen down in the eyes of God and himself. What do you choose today? Do you want to straight stand in the presence of God and in your own eyes? Or do you want to live a compromised life? Let go of some people and some places, some things in life, so that you can keep yourself holy and you can stand straight with integrity in the eyes of God and in your eyes. May God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow with another devotion. Until then, take very, very good care of yourself. I am Dr. Pramod, God's servant, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.